How about a big hand for the North, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. We have number 0, Xavier Jennings from West Melbourne. Number 1, Danny Francis from West Melbourne. Number 2, Jacory Adams from West Melbourne. Number 3, Davion Berry from Cocoa. Number 4, Carter Nedgefeld from West Melbourne. Number 5, Jamari Burns, West Melbourne. Number 6, Kenyon Davis, West Melbourne. Number 7, Markel Bell, Cocoa. Number 8, Richard Lates, Melbourne Chargers. Number 9, Davion Little, West Melbourne. And number 10, Kingston Sanders, Cocoa. Number 11, Kennedy Harris, Cocoa. Number 12, Blake Blanchard, Cocoa. Number 13, Sonny Savage, West Melbourne. Number 14, James Brown, Cocoa. Number 15, Cameron Mitchell, Cocoa. Number 19, Jackson Morante, Chargers. Number 22, Jeremiah Hart, Chargers. Number 23, Ramari Williams, Chargers. Number 28, Travis Williams, Chargers. Number 29, Samir Pablo, West Melbourne. Number 30, Cameron Rose Jr., West Melbourne. Number 33, Christian Damon, Chargers. Number 34, Zaire Jackson, Chargers. Number 40, Branson Beal, West Melbourne. Number 42, Ethan Jaquez, Chargers. Number 44, Zar Alexander, Cocoa. Number 45, Zane Stark, Cocoa. Number 47, Caden Walls, Chargers. Number 51, Durrell Johnson, Chargers. Number 52, David Felton, Chargers. Number 74, Adam Wiggum, West Melbourne. Number 77, Jackson Collins, West Melbourne. And number 88, Boone Herndon. And that's it for the North All-Stars. Let's hear it. Coming up for the South Side, we have number 0, Sean. One more. What was his name? And for the South, we have number 0, Sean Garcia. Number 1, Davion Young. Number 3, BJ Walker. Number 4, Demarion Dickerson. And number 5, Jeremiah Pittman. Number 6, Antarion Montgomery, Vero. Number 7, Dylan Brown, Palm Bay. Number 8, Rashad Williamson, Palm Bay. Number 9, Jair Grant, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 10, Keegan Brown, Vero. Number 11, Julius Bronson, Vero. Number 12, Jaden Cox, Vero. Number 13, Kye Pounds Jr., Fort Pierce Orange. Number 14, Wyatt Cantandela, Vero. Number 15, Edward Butler, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 19, Chris Wilson, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 21, Bryce Jackson, Vero. Number 22, Aiden Denton, Palm Bay. Number 23, Amari Papa George, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 24, Hassan Bracken, Vero. Number 25, Trenton Timothy, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 29, Aiden Matthews, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 30, Yaheem Bryant, Vero. Number 31, Jacoby Johnson Jr., Palm Bay. Number 32, Jeremiah King, Vero. Number 36, Will Boyer, Palm Bay. Number 39, Jaden Thomas, Palm Bay. Number 52, Kyrie Peavy, Fort Pierce Orange. Number 55, David Culver, Vero. Number 75, Wyatt Bosco, Vera. Number 87, Holly Wynn, Palm Bay. And number 99, Anthony Tolan. That'll do it for your Palm Bay All-Stars. And number also for the North that I missed, number 24, Lila Mars Casella. Louis, my pleasure, I'm sorry. How about a big hand for all the All-Stars?
Come on. There's a Democratic organization.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. If you've been watching along, back to the Brevard Sports Network for All-Star Saturday, 11U edition. As you see, so far the North has taken the day. Six U, 8U, and 10U have all gone to the North. All been one-score games. As the teams look, they do a pregame handshake. Again, everyone understands. Everyone wants to win. But we all know this day is for fun, some healthy competition. Again, look, do both teams want to win? Absolutely. But it's about having fun. It's about getting one last game of the season before we all split off and go do whatever it is we do in the winter and springtime. Here we go. We got the south side. We got the north side.
Yes, sir. All-Star Saturday. You know, we got to have the best All-Star officials.
All right. Hold on one second.
All-Stars in the county. That's right. That's right. Now we need an all-star chain crew. How about that? Huh? I got one. Need two more. Everybody the all-star today, baby.
All right. All right. By the way, I would like to clarify something that was stated in the beginning. So during the part where my Coach Hadley was talking about all the reading, and he was saying they got him doing so much reading, he feels like he's at the high school playoff game with all the reading they were just having him do before the game. And so that's what that comment was referring to. It was nothing more than that. It was just mocking of the high school reading in which you have to read as a PA announcer. But anyway, here we go. 11U All-Star game. And that's going to be an onside kick that's failed. Illegal touching, and that's where the receiving team's going to take it right there. If they don't take it right there, then, well, I'm not here to talk bad about anyone coaching. Anyway, Man, I'll tell you what. We've had some exciting football. We've seen some ground and pound in the last game. Great offensive lines. And the south side will get the ball here first inside north side territory on the north side 42, 43-yard line. Come out and spread. Now, wait a minute. There's some movement. Free 5 yards. It looks like the quarterback for the South is going to be number 5, Jeremiah Pittman out of Vero. Sends a man in motion. He's going to give it off on the jet sweep motion. And the North, we're not having any of it. Number 1, that's Danny Francis, and number 0, Xavier Jennings, both out of West Melbourne. Snap, handoff directly up the middle. On the carry, that'll be, I believe that's number 19. Chris Wilson out of Fort Pierce Orange. Come back out. 2-by-2 set. Swings it out to the running back. Running back, he's got some room, and that'll. I believe that's number 19, Chris Wilson. And that'll be a first down. And that was just a simple swing pass, and he let him go get the yardage. I like it. Don't need to reinvent the wheel, folks. Just give it to your athletes and let your athletes make plays. There are many coaches at many different levels that could learn something from that. Pittman drops back. Pittman surveying. Pittman has got all sorts of running room, turns the corner. Jeremiah Pittman down inside the 5-yard line. Jeremiah Pittman making the play. And a timeout taken by the North. I'd like to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors: Doug Connor Inc., Crickets, Bragg's Roll-Off Dumpster, DePenta Construction, and Cruising Gold Wheels, Tires, and Service. All of these companies are tremendous at what they do, and their support of youth and prep sports is greatly appreciated. We here at BSN ask you to support the companies like Doug Connor Inc., Crickets, Bragg's Roll-Off Dumpsters, DePenta Construction, and Cruisin' Gold Wheels, Tires, and Service, because in doing so, you also support BSN and local sports. All their information has been rolling at the top of the screen and will continue to do so all day long. And downtown Caleb Brown is giving you the full lowdown on all things All-Star Weekend. Handoff, and once again, that's... Is he in? He's in! Touchdown! Here comes the celebration, the Southside celebration. Everyone taken out with that bowling ball celebration. Chris, I do believe that was number 19, Chris Wilson. Chris Wilson gets the score there for Chris Wilson out of Fort Pierce Orange, number 19. And Southside now looking for the point after. These have been hard to come by. We've only seen 2 point afters converted all day. And there's going to be some false start, illegal motion, whichever one you want to call. So that'll back them up 5 yards. My guy, the white hat, Damon McGill. Always good. You'll be seeing a lot more of him if you follow me on the 7v7 Elite Facebook page and YouTube page. You'll be seeing a lot of Damon over there, along with Tony Green, Bray Boy. You'll be seeing a lot of them over with 7v7 Elite. Drops back, rolling out, fires. And that's intercepted, and they're allowed to. Oh. So, but there was a flag. $7:29 left remaining in the first quarter. The South leads 6-0 on their opening possession, which again, might I remind you, started because of an onside kick. They started in really good field position. I believe it was on the 43-yard line. So, I mean, there's that pesky rule with an onside kick. It must advance 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it, unless touched by the receiving team first. Everyone seems to forget that rule. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. That was almost a disaster. Wow. That's yeah. Chris Wilson. Chris Wilson tried to channel his inner Sean Taylor right there. Precisely Sean Taylor in the Pro Bowl where he took off the punter's head just about. For the younger people watching this, go search that up. Sean Taylor, Pro Bowl punter. That's what the NFL Pro Bowl used to be. Now we'll see the north side offenses there getting themselves together. Let's see if we can find out who the quarterback is. It's number 12 from the Cocoa Tigers. There's the toss. Oh, a halfback pass! And he had him. He had him, but it was incomplete, overthrew it. What am I talking about? I'm trying to act like I don't know who Kingston Sanders is. Hallie's about to come over here and just swing on me for that one. Yeah. Checking in now is number 13 to the game. Number 13 checking in, Sonny Savage. And Savage is going to take over at quarterback now. And he's going to hand it off to Sanders. Sanders down the sideline. Sanders has got room to run. Sanders tripped up. And that will be a Crickets first down. Kingston Sanders out of Cocoa. My goodness. This one might break the stigma. This one might be an offensive showdown. And Savage hands off to the left side, and he's got blockers. Look at all that room finally taken down. I believe it's number 9. On number 6 on the... And Terrion Montgomery on the tackle there. Out of Vero. The run is negated, but that run, I believe, was by Davidson Little out of West Melbourne. 6:30 remaining here in the first quarter. With your score, the South 6, the North 0, but the North is getting some offense going. They just had their first setback. Can they make it up? I would hope so. Listen, you're being told there's a game where it's allowed to happen. You better have something choreographed. Come on. Come on, bruh. Here we go. Savage sends a man in motion. Now Savage is going to keep it himself. Savage follows Sanders. Savage makes a move. Savage cuts inside. And Savage picks up a lot of the yardage missed from the penalty. Second and manageable here. Officially, we'll call it 7. And look, I'll tell you what, the competitive juices are flowing. Kids are jawing with each other on the sidelines after hits. This is what All-Star games should be about, the best versus the best. And you want to see that competitive nature. I love it. Sends a man in motion. Savage. And beautiful job on the misdirection, but a beautiful tackle. That's number 10 on the tackle, and that's Keegan Brown out of Vero. Keegan Brown wasn't fooled whatsoever. There's a snap. Savage gives it to Sanders. Sanders trying to break a tackle. Sanders is being slow. So the referees blew that one dead.
But anywho, that was a nice tackle by the South All-Stars for a loss of about 4 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, that's a big one because it with all the room he had to the outside, Sanders, that.
It's going to be 4th down here.
So it's going to be
All-Stars break the huddle.
4th and about 13 now. Savage fires. That'll be overthrown and incomplete. It'll be 1st and 10. They Crickets. 1st down for Southside. That would be him.
All right, then. If anybody has lost a pair of headphones, nice headphones, UBL, I have them up here in the press box, but you got to tell me what color they is. Just can't come up here and say they're yours.
Here comes the South. And tries to run right up the middle. Second down here. Quarterback. Oh, wow. Wow. That's number 1. And Danny Francis out of the West Melbourne. Danny Francis, yeah. I think the only reason he's not dancing in the end zone right now is because he was looking at the end zone a little. Those eyes got wide as dinner plates there. Fires, and it's incomplete.
That's going to bring up 4th down here for the South.
And the South currently facing 4th down with 2:54 left to go here in the first quarter. As the sun has broke through and is shining its rays upon the field and our equipment. There's a snap. The punter tried something. There was no way he's going to be able to get the punt off. And it will be first down for the North with excellent field position. 2:46 left to go here in the first quarter.
It's going to be first and 10, north side from the 30. All right. Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout taken by the North side.
46 remaining in the first quarter. Meanwhile, I'd like to give a big shout out to all the cheerleaders that participated in the cheerleading competition last weekend. Let's hear it for them. How about a big hand for all the young ladies that participated? Yes, sir. I want to give a shout out to all the first place winners in the 6U division. You have the Melbourne Chargers 6U girls taking first place, along with the Melbourne Chargers.
And here we go. After the timeout.
Melbourne Chargers 10U girls taking first place, along with the 14U Melbourne Chargers taking first place.
Sends a man in motion.
West Melbourne.
And now Sanders. Sanders. Goodbye. Spin. Oh, wow. Kingston Sanders, and you know what? I prematurely said goodbye. That's probably my fault why he didn't score. But also, to my listen, I'm gonna play defense for myself. I've seen him do that, break 3 tackles in that spin move, and then cross the goal line. So, my apologies for the premature. And he's going to hand it off. And he's going to fight his way. You're going to push him in. Touchdown! North side. They tried a celebration. So I think the celebration they were going for. I think they were going for like a dance circle celebration. So the circle are dancing around 2 or 3 teammates, I think. That's what I think was happening. I don't know. But anyway, the point after. Sanders to the outside. A race to the pylon. And the North takes the lead. 1:59 left in the first quarter. The North side takes the lead 7-6.
Division at the cheer competition, it was the West Melbourne girls taking first place in the 10U division.
So now the North side is set to kick off.
Every game here today has been a close game, I tell you. And the North All-Stars set to kick off here.
Sorry, folks, for the movement of the camera. Trying to do my best to get my equipment out of the sunlight as it's starting to come through the window. And I want to make sure that the device doesn't overheat so you don't miss any of this great action.
And the kick
Yeah. Chris Wilson. Wilson's one of those guys. When he gets into high school coaches will be saying, how many carries do you want? And the thing is, it's scary how big he is now. Wait till he gets into a weight room. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a scary. Remember the name Chris Wilson, and remember you heard it here in the ACYAA All-Star Game. If you haven't heard of him yet. Wow. How? Ball's loose. Southside might have just escaped disaster. Southside escapes disaster. And Wilson is slow to get up. As we have a timeout, Wilson is again BSN policy. We don't show injuries. We don't speculate. While we have a moment, the following companies made sure that today's action could be shown live here on the Brevard Sports Network: Doug Connor Inc., Crickets, Bragg Roll-Off Dumpster, DePinta Construction and Cruisin' Gold Wheels, Tires, and Service. And Chris Wilson being carried off the field, and we hope to be able to see him later on. We hope that the injury is not serious. This is supposed to be a day of fun, competitive fun. You never want to see a kid go down. I was getting excited in the couple plays I've seen him run today. An exciting kid. And I hope that we have the opportunity to see him later in this game. For the North, I didn't see who scored the touchdown for the North. There was too many jerseys bundled up when he, yeah. Huh? That wasn't Sanders. Yeah, I don't know who scored the touchdown because it was so bundled up. All right. Snap. Fires. Incomplete. It's going to bring up second down here. Again, that's number 5 is the Southside quarterback, Jeremiah Pittman. The Shavon Harvey, the only thing I can tell you is it was a West Melbourne running back. I couldn't tell his jersey number because when he scored, he was pushing a pile. And then, of course, the whole team ran on for a celebration, so you couldn't tell who was who. So I apologize. I know Kingston Sanders scored the point after. But anyway, Pittman drops back to pass. Pittman rolling out. Pittman's going to take it for himself. And there was so many flags. Yep. Illegal block in the back on the south. I do have happy news to report. I'm seeing Chris Wilson kind of jumping up and down on the leg. I think trying to test the leg. He's up and moving. He's moving around. He's grabbed his helmet. Kind of trying to do a high knee jog. So I think he's trying to come back into the game. He's up and moving, which to me that's a lot better sight than watching him getting carried off. Pittman drops back, fires. Oh, he had it. He had it. Javion Young from Fort Pierce nearly had himself a touchdown. And again, you're getting to that level where the coaches will tell you, you look that ball into your hands. 36.9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. This has been a long first quarter. Of course, this is the first game we've seen passing. Pittman fires over the middle. It's caught. What a dart catch. Sean Garcia out of Palm Bay with that reception. And that will do it for the first quarter with your score. 7-6 in favor of the North. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, we're back with second quarter action in the 11U All-Star Game here on the Brevard Sports Network. Coming up after this is 12 and 14U. Don't forget, if you can't get enough football and you're from Brevard County, we have the Brevard County High School All-Star Game taking place Monday night at Melbourne High School. The BSN Brevard Sports Network Brevard County All-Star Game, Senior All-Star Game taking place at Melbourne High School will be seen live here on the Brevard Sports Network. Drops back, Pittman fires, and it's nearly intercepted. They believe in Pittman's arm because they are letting him sling it all over the place. But that will be a turnover on downs. And the North offense will come on out for their next drive. And Sanders going to hand it off, and Sanders took the handoff, and he'll be wrapped up in the backfield for a loss. Sends a man in motion. And he'll be taken down almost immediately by number 21, Bryce Jackson out of Vero. The other quarterback here for the North is number 12, Blake Blanchard out of Cocoa. There's a snap and false start on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. It already was 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14, so back it up 5 yards. We'll call it 3rd and 18 here. Snap. Blanchard rolling left. Blanchard fires incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the North side. Fourth and 30 plus. Fires. Blanchard fired, and it's incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And Southside will have great field position. 8:02 remaining here in the first half. So here comes the South. Pittman in the gun. Pittman gives it to Wilson. And Chris Wilson. So 42. Ethan Jaquez. Second and 17 here for the South. Even though the play didn't go how Chris Wilson wanted it, it's good to see him back in the game. Again, he was carried off, by parents. And now it's good to see him comfortable enough to get back in the game and compete. Pittman fires over the middle, incomplete. Pittman hands off to Wilson. Number 3, that's Devion Berry. Berry gets in there. And so it's 4th and about 20 here for Southside, almost just under 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Fires, he's got one-on-one, and a great job. Great coverage, and that will be turnover on downs. North side doesn't give up anything after their turnover on downs. 6:03 left to go. And there's all sorts of movement, and that's going to be a 5-yard false start. So and that's going to be another false start. So it's now 1st and 20. Kingston Sanders trying to get somewhere, and that'll be 15 yards. So the 15-yard face mask. But it will remain first down. So it'll be 1st and 5. A big break there for the North. There's the handoff, and look at him go. I believe that was number 23, Ramari Williams. On that carry. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Aiden Denton out of the Palm Bay organization. He looked like he just teleported into the backfield. I mean, he was just boom. The ball was snapped, and there he was. Like that looks like when you find that one glitch in Madden that allows you to sack the quarterback almost immediately. Yeah, no, that's exactly what that looked like. So 2nd and long. Fires. Oh, nearly had an interception. Jules Brunson. Brunson nearly had himself a pick 6 right there. And in comes Savage. Sonny Savage from West Melbourne. Savage fires and incomplete. He was looking for Ja'Cory Adams. So 4th and very long here. And I'll tell you what. So that he gained about 4 yards there. If this is a personal foul 15-yarder, that could be enough for a first down. That should be enough for a first down. Yeah. Yeah, no. Coach Hadley raises the valid point. That's now the second fourth down in which the drive should have ended, but because of a unnecessary penalty after the play, the drive now continues, and it's a fresh set of downs. In 2 plays, that's 30 yards. It's hard to win football games when you give up 30 yards like that. And guess what? And holding. So as great as that run was, this is, I think, the most penalties we've seen all day. But also, got to understand the situation. These are older kids now. The referees do, as much as it's about fun, you can't let the game get out of hands because, again, you're starting to get that age group where testosterone starts flowing. And you got to make sure these guys know, look, we're all here to have fun, be competitive, but, let's – and that's what the referees are doing. They just don't want this one to get way out of hand. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. I think it might have been number 24. That's Hassan Brackens. Hassan Brackens out of Vero Beach. That's the number of that truck. He came through untouched and just pounced. So it's second and a trip to Disney World. I think that's Savage trying to make something happen, and yeah, that was Sonny Savage, not able to get much of anything. So here we go. 1:58 left to go in the quarter. Kingston Sanders trying to spin out of a tackle, and he's gang tackled. But even after as impressive as that run was, it's still going to bring up fourth and about 15. Seven, 6. North leads the South. Yeah, I've heard that North Side is legit. 14U North Side. I know somebody. I know quite a few people on the team, but one person in particular who I will say knows football really well. Yeah, that's all I can say is yeah. Been excited here for every game. Inside 2 minutes, 1:16. left to go in the quarter. And there's Kingston Sanders. Sanders getting to the outside and run out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. Nope. There is no flag coming to save the north side there. .105 left to go here in the second quarter. And you're about to see the south side come back out in the field. They have a pass game. They got a quarterback that they love to let just sling it around. Now it's can they get the big completions? And some more flags. It's illegal substitution. All right, so the South All-Stars, 1:02 left to play in the second quarter. Pittman nearly threw a... That's Loudy. That's Loudy Monplay. Loudy Monplay. Out of I'm not sure. Yeah. That's what I was. But anyway, snap. Pittman having to escape pressure, and he'll get out of bounds. 48.9 seconds. It's going to bring up third and about 7. And the clock is running. 37 seconds. Makes a man miss. Pittman. I mean, this is 17 seconds, fourth down. Any other down, I'd say you run it. You just run it, run the clock out. We're going to go ahead and go into halftime. 7-6, North on top of the South. Each team getting a touchdown. The difference, a Kingston Sanders extra point. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right. Welcome back here to the Brevard Sports Network. Live from Sebastian River. Again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Doug Connor Inc., Tepenta Construction, Bragg's Roll Off Dumpster, Crickets, and Cruisin' Gold Wheels, Tires, and Service. Getting set to kick off third quarter of 11U action. There we go. That's Savage. Sean Garcia on the tackle, and the North will hopefully have made some adjustments there at halftime to try to get the offense moving again without penalties. There's the handoff. Sanders makes a man miss. And he's finally wrapped up and picks up a yard or so. Huh? I thought it was Cocoa and Vero Beach. I thought.
Close game.
9 minutes left to go here, third quarter. And there's the handoff, and immediately wrapped up. Trenton Timothy led the way, also aided by Bryce Jackson. Timothy and Jackson were two Vero Beach players that were in on the tackle. Fires. He's got a man wide open. It's caught. He's got all sorts of running room. And there he goes. Touchdown. Here comes the celebration. What they got for the celebration. But there's a flag on the play. There's I think illegal man. Yep, illegal man downfield.
That's right. Offensive lineman cannot go down the field on a pass play. And I tell you, that was a great pass by the quarterback as he drops that in the basket.
That was the perfect play that the North needed right there.
And it's going to come all the way back here.
Gonna come all the way back and then some. So it remains 7-6 as ineligible man downfield negates the touchdown.
That's going to bring up third and about 15 here. And if you're just getting out here today, the north side has dominated the day so far. 3-0.
And more whistles.
What, they 14 you?
Steps up, fires, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. Touchdown. I think that was number 10, Keegan Brown.
From my understanding, no. Oh, they did the. Oh, whoa. Now, yeah, you can't do that. And you know what? It's crazy. It's kind of ironic that that happened because I just seen a college player get kicked out of the game for making that type of gesture. So I'm not going to say the gesture, but yeah.
So, unsportsmanlike conduct.
I don't know if that negates the touchdown good.
Touchdown is good. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Sportsmanlike conduct. I don't know if that's going to go on the kickoff or the extra point. Look like it's going to go on the kickoff.
Well, no. Now hold on. It wasn't necessarily the celebration penalty. There was there was a certain.
Going forward on these celebrations, just make sure you don't put up the bang bang sign.
There was a gun reference in the celebration, and that's what the flag got thrown on. It wasn't for necessarily.
I have to give credit to our officials who were immediately on that. Not the type of example we want to set as an ACYA.
So that's what it was, Derek Williams. It was the celebration of gun gestures. Even in a fun celebration, the leagues do not want gun references in celebrations.
With 7:30 remaining in the third quarter.
But the South Side,
The north side 7.
12-7. And again, I believe that pick six belonged to number 10, Keegan Brown from Vero. I believe Keegan Brown had the pick six.
That was Keegan
Yes. Yeah, no, the officials were told you're allowed, they're allowed to celebrate, but pretty much almost every league is kind of the same stance on that. Every league that I know of, they don't want gun references, they don't want, weapons. But yes, Keegan Brown, let's not lose sight of that. Keegan Brown with the pick six. And again, good on the referees to catch that and put an end to that because, again, anyway. South Coast kickoff as they lead 12-7 as the extra point was no good. And that ball goes a-bouncing. And it is recovered. And so the reason they kicked off is they took the unsportsmanlike conduct and enforced it on the kickoff. So right now, that put your team in harm's way. I get it, your defense is playing well, but you now gave the North the ball 1st and 10 at about the 40-yard line. There's a snap. It's going to be Kingston Sanders. Sanders slung down immediately. White hat given the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. So that's going to back him up 15 more, which probably means someone said something. Second in a round-trip flight. Hold on. All right, anyway. Second about 30. And here's the reverse. Oh, wow. I don't. Number 32. Jeremiah King. Again, he completely bypassed the blocker and went and made that play. Five and a half minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Blanchard went to hand off, and the ball's on the ground. The North recovers. And right now the North is discombobulated right now. The This 11U South squad is trying to become the first South squad to do something today. Trying to pick up the win. Fires, and it's nearly. Brunson nearly had an interception. The intended target was Davion Little. And it'll be a turnover on down, so Southside now has the football with 4:29 left to go here in the third quarter. And again, just right now, the North can't seem to get anything going. And look, I'll give credit to Southside. They have neutralized Sanders. There is not a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You know, look. That's knowing who you play and knowing you can't. The big thing is it's grabbing and allowing your teammates to come help you. Because you try to bring him down yourself, he's going to wiggle out and goodbye. And here comes Pittman. Number 19, that's Wilson. Good to see him get a positive yard gain. Chris Wilson. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Number 4 is back there in at quarterback. It's Demarion Dickerson. And that's Dickerson around that right side. Cuts it up, and he'll go down in bounds. And that will be enough for a Southside first down. Dickerson out of Fort Pierce Orange. So he's down when his knee touches. So it's now 2nd and 12. 2:45 left to go. And again, they're just that was Dickerson again. 2:14 left to go. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Doug Connor Inc., DePinta Construction, Bragg's Roll-Off Dumpsters, Crickets, and Cruise and Gold Wheels, Tires, and Service. There's Dickerson. False start. Well, I'll say this: if this is what I think it is, this is a good call because the whistle had already blown 3 times, and he tackled the quarterback after that whistle was blown. So, I get it. And the referees are waving that flag again. Right. All right, so now I'm trying to. There's a snap. And not able to really get much of anything there. That's Travis Williams. Travis Williams did a great job turning that play back inside. It's 4th and long here, with 1.5 left to play in the third. And that's going to be encroachment. That'll be a free 5 yards. Fourth and 12 here with 35 seconds left. And wow, that's another 5 yards. So it's now we go from 4th and long to now 4th and 6. All right, hey, you know what? They tried it a third time. I like it. Fires, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. 3.1 seconds. It will be a Crickets 1st and 10 for the North at about the 27, 28 yard line. .1 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Can the North get something going? Can the North get themselves something going to put points on this drive? Because they have not had much of anything. Sanders cuts it up, and Sanders is wrapped up. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter with your score on the Doug Connor Inc. scoreboard. It's the South 12, the North 7. We'll be right back. And we're starting the fourth quarter, and there's already a flag on the play. Coach is not happy. Coach is arguing something with the referees. Now here comes the North coach. That is a long penalty. That's. Hold on. Wait a minute. Flipping field. Just a weird coincidence they didn't start moving till. But yeah, I was saying there's still. So, as soon as we get everything adjusted here, we're in the fourth quarter. I can tell you that much. And the North has the ball. And all sorts of movement. So, false start on the North. Fresh 10 on the clock still. There's a snap, and there's Savage. Savage trying to get to the outside. Savage.
Out of nowhere. I know that one. Yes, it was. I can see how he runs. Number 19, Chris Wilson.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 11. It's the handoff. Thank you. Absolutely. It'll be 4th down for the North. Fourth and about 11. There's a snap, and here's Savage. Savage taken out. That's number 32. Jeremiah King. I mean, that's just, I know he probably goes to school here in Indian River County. I have a feeling we'll be hearing about him in Brevard. Jeremiah King, yeah. Brevard, folks. Remember the name Jeremiah King, because I'm sure Vero Beach will be making a trip up to Brevard County or the other way around, and we'll be hearing that name at the high school level. Timeout. As that was a turnover on downs. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. So here's the South, 1st and 10. And oh my. Oh my. Number 42. That's Ethan Jaquez. It's going to make it 2nd and 15 there for the South. 7:26 left to play and counting here in the game. Right now, if you're the South, you're just trying to chew up clock. That's all you're trying to do. If you can score, great. Because, I mean, right now, the North has shown that they can do nothing right now. Their offense has been getting manhandled by the South Side defense. Number 3. That's Davion Berry. This is 3rd down. Pass just out of the reach. That will bring up 4th down. 5:54 left to go here in this one. This is officially the longest game of the day. So far we're around the 2-hour mark. South comes to the line. 5:54 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Handoff and makes number 42 coming to make the tackle. That's a turnover on downs. Ethan Jaquez with the stop. Huh? Huh? Yeah, no, I know. So here comes the North without Sanders. Look at that. Look at that. He's got some room. Goodness gracious. Where did he come from? Chris Wilson. He was in the backfield at the start of the play and worked. Folks, let me go ahead. To any players that are watching this, when Coach says he wants hustle, that's what he means. Chris Williamson was in the backfield to start of that play, and he worked his way all the way up to make that tackle. That is hustle, and that is exactly what coaches say. They want hustle players. There's encroachment on the South. That's 5 yards. Blanchard is in there, I believe, at quarterback. I think that's Blanchard. Let me look. Yeah. That's now Blanchard in at quarterback for the North. We've seen about 3 different quarterbacks today. One of them currently has his shoulder pads off. He's done for the day.
And the snap, handoff, off to the left side. And he's going to be close to another first down here, depending on the spot. That's going to be number 25 on the tackle.
Number 25 on the tackle. That's Trenton Timothy.
Trenton Timothy out of Fort Pierce. Going to bring up second down and 1.
Second and 1 here for the North as they are slowly driving. There's 4 minutes left to go in the quarter.
Snap.
Blanchard hands off.
Oh, and you know what? I'm about to call my mama and say, there go that man, Mr. Wilson.
Chris Wilson again.
In on the tackle.
Flies in the backfield, gets himself a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So it's now 3rd and 3.
It's going to be 3rd and 3 as the north side breaks the huddle here.
And there's a reverse. And he's got a lead blocker.
Oh, and he's going to be tripped up.
So, but that'll be enough for a North first down.
That's going to be enough for a first down for the North, and the North is on the move here. 2 good calls by the coordinator here.
Blanchard's in there throwing. There's a stiff arm. Makes it a man miss. There is a flag on the play. Holding on the North. 2:40 left to go in the game. The North has got to put points on the board. Blanchard hands off, and they're going for that reverse. And Brunson got back there and disrupted even the handoff.
The result is a 10-yard loss.
Now it's
We are under the 2-minute mark.
2nd and a long way.
Listen at that South All-Star team over there. All they need is the South crowd to get behind them now. Snap.
Blanchard looking, fires.
Pass is low.
Incomplete.
The South does. In the 11U division, the South side is trying to be the first team from the South to get a win here today.
So, again, with the stop, I'd like to thank Doug Connor, Inc., DePenta Construction, Bragg's Roll-Off Dumpsters, Crickets, and Cruising Gold Wheels, Tires, and Services. He's in trouble and surveying. Spins. Somehow he gets out of trouble and finally taken down. .6 seconds left. And the South knows they're about to be the first South team to pick up a victory today. .6 seconds, and the difference maker, the pick six by, I believe it was number 10, Keegan Brown, being the difference maker. So, there's the pitch. And that's a turnover on downs. The South. And wow, I mean, the celebrations had begun. The South picking up a victory at the 11U division. All right, folks. All right, folks, this will do it for BSN in the 11U game. We'll be back with 12U here in a few minutes.